All right, check, check, check. All right, we back. We back. All right, so I ain't gonna hold you. This ain't gonna be but a hot second. I just want to share this ritual, this spell that I've just recently done. Um, the name of this is "Be the Center of Attention." So I'm gonna read the description below so you can have an idea of what this magic is about, and then I'll touch on my testimony and give a little bit of my experience with using this magic. All right, so be the center of attention. This magic can be used for something as simple as a party or as important as a business conference. These days, networking is vital to success in most industries. And if you're meeting people in person as opposed to online, this magic will ensure you're never left standing alone in a corner. People will introduce themselves to you and want to get to know you. The only problem with this magic is that it can make you shine so brightly that some people will want to keep you to themselves. If you're networking, it's important to work the crowd and meet everybody of importance. So you will have to work to ensure that you are available to all the people who want to talk to you. This magic has also been used by people who take part in talent competitions or auditions to ensure that they never get ignored. The magic works best when there is a fairly large crowd and some competitive element to being seen. I so real quick, I used this magic just not too long ago. I DJ I DJ on the side, right? Kind of like a hobby. I DJ as a hobby. And I had an event over the holidays I was going to DJ at. But altogether, it was like 5 or 6 different DJs who was going to be playing that night. And I wanted to stand out amongst them all. And I didn't just want to seem ordinary, regular. And this sounded like the type of magic that was going to suit me for that situation that I was going in. So I decided to do this ritual. I performed it, I think like 2 days before the actual event. I try to learn my lesson from lots of times. I wait till the very, very last second to try to perform some magic, and then I be salty when the magic ain't really doing what I need it to do, right? So I decide to not wait to the very last second, but to give magic a little heads up and a little bit of time to start doing whatever it does. All right, so from the time I got to the event, I'm walking up. The first person I come across is a security guard. He checked my ID, cool. And then immediately I get introduced to him. A friend comes up, he introduces us, we shake hands, exchange names, right? And I keep it moving. I go in the building. Now, as soon as I get in the venue, then the promoter, he takes me to the bar and introduces me to the bartender. We exchange names and all of that, whatever. I walk off. Then one of the other DJs, he walks up to me and said, "Hey, man, I want you to meet my mom." He takes me over there to meet his mom. I'm like, okay. So I could tell the magic is definitely in motion. Um, I met several people that night. Outside of that, I did notice anytime I would go anywhere, like and lean up against the wall or something by myself, anytime like I would isolate myself and go somewhere, it was always someone who came up to me and started talking to me, or just a female who's walking by and staring in my eyes and flirting with me. Um, the biggest thing the biggest thing that I noticed more than anything was just people talking, coming up and talking to me. There was a lot of that. Like one chick, she came, bought me a drink, and like she tried to stand next to me like the entire night, right? But I was moving around and shit. One occasion, I went outside to my car to smoke for a second, and then two of the dudes walked out to my car. You know what I'm saying? They knew I was doing. Like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Can we hit that with you? Whoop to whoop, shit like that. I'm like, cool, whatever, whatever, whatever. So it was all good. The Magic did everything that I needed and was looking forward to do. The only annoying part for me was whenever it was my time to DJ and I got up to the DJ. And it was people that was clapping and was making noise and cheering for me as I was hooking up to start playing, which they didn't do that for any other DJs the entire night. So that stuck out. The only annoying thing I was saying was whenever I actually started to DJ was like the amount of people that started coming up to me and was asking for a request or was just making some kind of comment to me or something. Like that was the only annoying part to it. But I guess you got to take the good with the bad, right? I guess I can't really do a ritual to be the center of attention and then be irritated because you the center of attention, you know? So I was just like, okay, I'm gonna just roll with it. But anyway, that was pretty much that was just pretty much how it went down. Um, what else? Is there anything else? I was just largely, man, just everybody talking to me. Um, I got offered like a couple of the other DJs, like they hollered at me, like, you know, wanting to do some work together, things like that. And yeah, so like it wasn't nothing crazy, but it definitely did all that I needed to do, right? I just needed just a little push, you know what I'm saying? Just a little pep in my step is all. So the ritual itself is very simple and easy to do. Like you just gotta scan some words, call to a certain few divine names, or words of power, as they call them, and yeah, it's pretty simple. The book that I'm reading out of is Words of Power by Damon Brand. I always recommend this book, especially to any beginner who's wanting to get their feet wet in magic, right? These rituals in here, you probably ain't gonna get nothing that's gonna be life-changing results, but you would definitely get like little bursts, right? Like little bursts of certain manifestations that you're looking for. So anyway, I guess I'm gonna leave it at that. Again, Words of Power by Damon Brand. If you don't know it, definitely get this book.